Welcome to Word on the Cloud, where we talk about what was, what is, and what could be. My name's Aiko. I'm your host. Welcome to my cloud. I hope everyone's been having a good week. I'm still trying to adjust to a different schedule. So that's it. It's just been. I think I passed out sometime around 6 last night. No warning. Everything left on. I am tired. But overall, it's been a good week. Can't complain outside of that, nor do I want to. But I do forget how mentally draining work can be. But we'll adjust, adapt, and figure it out, right? Let me know how your week's going because I'd love to hear about it. Now, on to the podcast. I'm pretty certain I've mentioned I finished One Punch Man recently. I'm dying, literally, for season 3, which I'm hoping is a thing. A lot of things are speculating for sometime this year. There's a few assumptions and rumors out there, but it's yet to be confirmed, so I wait impatiently. I very much love this series. It's amazing and hilarious, and I never want it to end. Definitely recommend if you haven't seen it. Watch it in Japanese. That's my personal recommendation. But one thing, out of the many, that I can appreciate from One Punch Man is the characters and how they go through these little arcs. Somewhat like Dragon Ball Z, I think a little more subtle, but just as great. And of course, one of my favorites is Saitama. And when the series was over, I kept thinking about how no one knew who he was at one point. And here he was, saving everyone. And all it seemed was that he wanted that recognition at a point. When he got excited about the idea of a fan club, or when he was just surprised when someone knew who he was. And I had noticed this earlier on, when it was first coming up, but I wanted to finish out the series before I made any podcast on it. But at one point, he saved Moomin Rider, which is this other hero in the show, and Saitama ends up getting a letter through his, quote, fan mail. I say quote because he is getting nothing but hate up until this point. And if you watch the series, you'll better understand why. But he gets this letter from Moomin Rider, thanking him for saving him. And Saitama is very happy, is very sweet. I have a soft spot for Moomin Rider, but he'll get his own podcast sometime soon. But overall, this moment had me thinking that maybe it's not about saving the whole world, as admirable as it is to want to do. And you can try, because if you don't hit the stars, you'll still land on the moon, or however it goes. But I wanted to remind you that it's okay if you don't, because maybe the point isn't to save the world. The world's a big place. There's a lot of people, and not everyone is going to be grateful. Of course, this isn't to discourage you, but trying to save the world could be a lot for one person. Maybe not Saitama, but you get my point. So, if we're not saving the world, what are we doing? Well, maybe you're saving someone else's world. And what I mean by that is you're making someone's day better, giving them some hope in people, the world around them. It'd be a lot to ask you to change the minds of millions, billions. But when you start by doing something kind, something that gives just even one person hope that the world won't always be looking to knock them down, then they take that energy and turn it into something better for themselves. And then the cycle continues, till eventually there's a larger group of people with kindness in their heart, drive in their heart, hope in their heart, you know? Maybe that's how you save the world in a way. And so nobody knows who you are. But the ones that do very much consider you a hero in their own way. But, as always, everyone, do with this information what you will. I do want to thank you for sharing your time and energy with me, and I'll talk to you again soon. Later.